Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage Campaign, episode 123rd with me, Squawk. And when we left off, we had, well, what have we done? Well, we'd captured Mediolanium very nicely and made a lot of money from it. So, where we are right now is we are pretty much at the end of this turn. However, we do have a lot of money to spend. We also have a few rebels to kill. So, what the plan is right now is we're trying to resolve our situation on Sicily. Managed to beat back a major Brutii army, however there are two more lurking. Lucius Manius has a extremely strong force, and Lilibaeum will also now work on producing a new spy for me, as well as retraining its navy. And basically we need to find a way of trying to break this stalemate, which could eventually formate. What I am going to do though is I'm going to upgrade the walls on here, just as a precaution, in case this campaign drags out for longer than expected. Now, I do have Caelius the Conqueror's army in my command, which is extremely tough. And the current strategy I'm thinking of is, I do have an onager, so I could, in theory, take a town in a turn. However, the walls are extremely strong, and I want to keep an onager at Lilibaeum. So, I am capable of producing a onager. Actually, a heavy onager would take too long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to produce an onager this turn. We'll do a spy next turn, and basically with those two onagers, actually why would I need, actually I need a spy to scope out which cities could be best for me to take, and basically from that we're going to try and work out how we're going to break in and basically just flank round, find a way of wiping out the enemy. However, there's still a high Brutii naval presence in the area that needs clearing out, so we're going to quickly do that. And once more, I know I say it a lot, but I wish these guys would just sink rather than sailing away, because it is the most annoying thing in the world in this game. I mean, there we go, finally someone sinks. Okay, go blockade Syracuse as your reward. Oh crap, there's a lot of enemy naval activity there, but oh well, I wouldn't have found it if I hadn't wandered over there. Admiral Giscon, put you in the area ready to support actually. But right now I've got the Brutii in a way baited, because I'm trying to see if they will come over and just attack me, which is why I'm keeping Caelius next to Lilibaeum, because then if we are attacked, then we'll be able to face them down with two forces rather than one. And what am I carrying on here? Some long shield cavalry. Okay, well, we may as well just dismount that and send that off to Thapsus for retraining and rebuilding. So we'll do that, and yeah, that's cool, right. So I do have a lot of money left to spend as well, so we should try and see where we can build some stuff. So Lepsis Magna, could go for irrigation just to get the city up to the next level and also get some more money off the food. Juba Volubis, this was your chance to prove yourself as a commander, by the way, because so far you are ineffectual and lazy, yet you somehow boost the morale of troops, so I want to put you to the test and see if there is some use I can make out of you. So once more, you don't get a victory just because the enemy ran away. No, there has to be kills involved. You have to cause casualties. So here we go then. Juba against Captain Burhurst. Numbers are only 30 men in between-ish. 27 actually to be precise. Basically we've got some, I've got a relatively okay army, just some infantry and some Libyans. Enemy army absolutely clunks for, because they've got peasants, town militia, skirmishers and some round shield cavalry, so this should really be a walkover for my lazy general. Anyway, make sure you do this properly, because we need to get trade going, because I need the money I make off trade. Extraordinary rains generally fall pretty much after great battles. There'll be no extraordinary rain here, I think, after a routine rebel killing.
Victory is near at hand! If all do their duty, we will profit from today. Bend your backs to your tasks, and all will be well! And as the battle is joined, remember, my noble soldiers, they have fear in their hearts. Fear of you!
Yes, my troops will bend their backs to my tasks, but will you, Juba? Right. So, we got plenty of infantry, so we'll make one line in the front. I know there's no pilums to fodder, but there are skirmishes in the area. So Sacred Band, you can make their second line like so. So if I can just get, well, it's not quite straight, but I'll have to do. Skirmishers, you're going to be there because you're going to provide missile support, and then Juba, you're going to be here. Do not laser around this time, though. Right. Let's start bringing the Poenis in. The enemy's going to try and line up somewhere. Wherever do try to line up, I don't know, because these are rebels, and therefore they shuffle around the map constantly. So we'll just get back over there. Right. Looks like that's actually going to be where they settle up anyway, so I'm going to just settle there where I say I want to settle. So I've got all my troops just moving in now. At a relatively okay pace, basically, you know, just by big ol' elite patrol just coming over to say hello and wreck the shit out of everyone. Enemy is shuffleboarding around now because they're being weird. Alright. This is where we're going to line up. Oh, they're not going to line up. Oh, crap. I wish these guys would just pick a position and stick to it. Right. Right. That's their line. End of. We don't get to make another line. So, troops, line up. Troops, line up. Skirmishers, I want you here, but I'm going to have you try and hit the town militia or something. General, you keep moving out. Right. We got these guys. They're not going to last much longer. They're going to go down. I just want the skirmishers to do their job first because, you know, did have to pay money for these guys. And, you know, if they are mercenaries, they are supposed to be somewhat superior. Not that superior, but, you know, supposed to be pretty tough fighters. Anyway, their skirmishers are now advancing, so we might be able to have a little bit of skirmishing counter-volleying fun. Skirmishers, advance forward and start hitting the town militia, please. That's the unit you want to start smacking down. Sacred Band, you can get a little closer if you want. First few javelins are coming through. Looks like we didn't really get any kills though, so we're okay for now. And the general, I want you to speed it up a little bit. I want you to try and hit that round shield cavalry. Get some of my javelins are going out now. Hitting the town militia. Not too bad. Managed to get a few kills there. There we go. Alright, we're doing better now. Come on, get a few more kills. We've already lost one of our guys by the way. So we are doing much better, and this unit is getting well, it's not getting decimated, but nice and softening. I guess that's what skirmishes are really for in this game. Not so much for the general killing from range, but they are good for just gradually wearing a unit down before we engage in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, there we go. Brought this unit down to 100 men. 90-something men now. 93. Okay, Poenis advancing for the kill. Sacred Band, I'm not really going to have you join this one because the skirmishers are just going to skirmish, so we can deal with them in due course. I mean, anyway, they actually got caught by the general, so well done, idiots. Anyway, we've moved into assault the general, absolutely ploughed down a lot of those skirmishers in the process, so that was their own fault for running into combat like that. Right, those guys are retreating, so you guys move in and try and help. No, you don't get to finish this one right now, Juba. You don't be lazy. I don't see a dead captain, and I like to see dead captains. I think they make my reputation all the better as a man who cuts down hard on rebels. So don't let me down here, Juba. Thank you. That's the general gone. Right, now finish them all off. The more of them you kill, the better you've done. Right. No point in my Poetis really advancing anymore because they're not going to go anywhere. Could make them run, but I mean, that's not to encourage laziness, but I can't be asked with that. Too much fuss with those guys. Right, turn around. He's going to get away. Just chase down whatever's left now. Mow them all down. Every last crap-ass rebel. There we go. Not bad at all. Right. See what else you can chase down as well. Come on, the more we chase, the better we do. Yeah. There we go. See, I'm encouraging you to get more kills, and you've also gained some experience. See, there's always use to these battles, just for boosting experience, but it seems that a sandstorm is approaching, so I guess it's best we return to our tents and cities and homes and loved ones before we get sanded to death. Okay, Juba, you've done a good enough job. Just finish it off. You can try and kill those last few stragglers if you want, by the way. Whether or not you do, this time I'll let you off if you do, because there's a sandstorm and we want to just get away now. I mean, those guys are just running into the sandstorm, actually, so they're going to get killed.
Victory is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Ah, the sandstorm goes when the enemy's defeated. It must have been their fault it was here then. with their sandstorm machine. Either way, we've won. To be honest, there's nothing much more we can say about that apart from we won and got the general some experience. So that is pretty good. And also, don't make sure your auxiliaries don't get too strong, otherwise they'll start killing you. Okay, Juba, return to base. We'll get anything that was lost retrained, and then we will await further orders because I need to get you guys really moving somewhere. Captain Heapsful is going to arrive in Carthage this turn as well. Right, you two elephants, by the way, you two big old heffalumps. Jump in with Admiral Ribadi. He is going to ferry these off to Segesta because that is where I want these elephants. I want them up in the north. Except there are Julii everywhere as well, so we'll have to engage Admiral Flavius first and then we'll advance northwards. Right, sink him or just make him run away. Okay, whatever. And oh, hello there, Scipii fleet. Right, Scipii are trying it on again. That's a quinquereme though, so I'm not sure if I have any good naval forces in the area to try and deal with that. Captain Abydus, do you want to try and get in the way? Right, he is going to make landfall this turn, so I haven't really got a way of avoiding. Admiral Kyrian, it's really desperate, but can you just try and put a chip in him? Alright, clear defeat. And you withdraw all the way to Capua, you bloody weirdo, right? Still, we softened it up a little bit, but he is probably going to make landfall next turn, which is not good, because that's a strong Scipii army there. Looks like Mr. Scavliover's... Oh wait, there's Scavola. You know what? Give it a whack. I know it's 14%, but you never know. That's a 14. You know, if it actually somehow works, then. Oh my. Oh, we just prevented Scipii from killing us. Oh my god. I almost want to end the episode on this note, even though it'll be about 15 minutes long, because a faction falls to us, and they fall in the least dramatic way possible. We absolutely just fucking slaughtered him. Oh dear, Senate. It seems that someone's been wiped out. The Scipii are no more. Honest Carthaginian hard work has destroyed these people. Yeah, honest. Oh well, they were a thorn in my side for too long and they've now seen the error of their ways. I paid that assassin too little. Consider yourself promoted to chief assassin now or whatever. Still, their skulls are no more than cobblestones on our road to greatness. Good. 1 down. 2 to go because we're not counting the Senate. Still. So long, Scipii. You were the weakest of the enemies actually, so no wonder you fell first. I mean, the Julii are pretty shit anyway, but yeah, the Scipii were by far the weakest. I think they only beat me in battle maybe twice, which sounds crap, but that's fair. They just did not have a good game against me. Right, anyway, let's have a look at what else we could do while we just pretend to mourn our enemy. But is it dishonourable, by the way, to finish a faction through assassination? Or, like, not through battle, but then again, we were kind of stalemated against Capua. We couldn't really get there, and they just kept, you know, look, it stops them from constantly sending stuff to attack me, so, you know what, sod it. That makes my life a lot easier now. That's one less thing to worry about, so you know what, I did the right thing. Anyway, before we do, what's Egypt up to, by the way? Still hovering. That diplomat might be on his way, though, so that's good. Right, so we're recruiting, building, recruiting, and building, recruiting, and building, recruiting, and building, not building inserter, anything fun to build there. Epic stone walls, royal cavalry stables for the best elephants of sacred band cavalry, siege engineers, foundry. I love a good foundry. Not just a quantity of troops, well, it's not just a general quality of troops, either unit types, it's also the quality of our armour. Mr. Gisco is still on his way as well. Good, 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 good. You're a commander, aren't you, Gisco? Yes, you are. Few mercenaries for you to pick up as well, actually. You know what, have a unit of Balearic slingers. There we go. Right. And I'm not really going to bother recruiting from Nepta. I really should, but for now I'm going to wait for the town to grow. But it's growing at a very slow rate due to my high taxation policies, but at the same time Neptus out of the way, and I'd rather just make money off it. Tingy, you're doing something useful. Corduba, we could get something built for you if you so choose. Go for a foundry. Actually, you know what? I want a scriptorium. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Akbar, the so-called philosopher. You're still a bit of a dickhead in my book. So you know what? We're going to build a scriptorium. So any kids you have don't suddenly turn out to be absolute wastes of space. And Sigurman Camera, could you get moving to Oscar? There we go. Right. Nearly got everyone in Oscar now. So we should be able to set off from Oscar very soon. Right, Scalabis, you need something to do. So let us work on... We need money really, so I want to go... we don't have access to the next level of market actually, but we need something with public order as well. Work on an army barracks for a second, and I'll just have to go on a peasant drive for you. I do not like that town a lot, but anyway, Carmian eludes a bit of a dickhead anyway. Right, Martius is doing fine. Masilla, I don't really want to bother an academy. Lugdunum, Execution Square, just because public order is beginning to slip. And yeah, that's actually all the money spent now, so go me. Except Segesta could recruit. You know what, we'll get an additional unit of slingers in this army. I think that's going to be useful for us. Right. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should end this episode here, even if it's like incredibly short. Honestly, I'm not sure I can top what's happened this episode with just that. I mean, now the gladiators have just gone and taken over, so that's good. Well, I don't really need to bother about taking it over. I want to take it over, but to be honest, that's not on my list of priorities anymore. For Brutii, I want it, then let them fight all those gladiators. But for now, I just want to focus on finishing off the Brutii and the Julii. But right, no more Scipii to deal with. So you know what? I honestly just can't carry this episode on. It's just had that moment, but I can't top. But what I will do is, I will end the turn, and we'll see if any fun battles happen in the meanwhile. If there's like a Sally Forth battle, I guess I'll do it. So, let's end the turn. Well, that wasn't the kind of fun battle I wanted to fight, but okay. Oh, well, that's actually a fun battle, because I won. Alright, now I'll end up losing. Don't you just love the Brutii and have Endeavour go away? End me. Well, at least that navy sank. Alright, now this one's under attack, and this one's carrying elephants, so don't fuck it up. Sodding hell. Yeah. Right, after that game of tennis, let's carry on. Right, first and first, Ribadi, at least you escaped with your life. Milkaram, could you just bugger off to Masilla for a bit, and we are on the siege, so I will fight that battle because I've had my eye on Cicero, and he's someone I can take on. Take him down, and the route to Batavium will be open as well, so he's a strategically sound decision to kill. And that's for you, Grand Assassin of Assassinville. Make your way north and see if that assassin is counter-assassined, please. Right, so settlement besieged, Mediolanium, we're going to deal with that today. End of turn report, barely squeaked by, but let's face it, my spending was absolutely colossal because I made a lot of money from looting. Faction announcements, Ahiram Bulla is married, Admiral Ribaldi now has a Harrisperex, Balhano, a priest of Milkat, has Drubal the Handsome, a grain merchant, Akbar lol, a herbalist, and an agriculturist. Good, that's going to improve his lot. Where have I got you in a minute, Mr. Lol? I've got you over here. There's actually a governorship up for grabs in Narbo Martis. I probably should see if one of my losers here wants to take it. Juba, yeah, Juba I'm going to use for battle because there's nothing else he can really do. Bernice, nah. Amicus is already governing. Ahiram is governing. Bashilek, yeah, he could govern if he wanted to. Yeah, Bashilek, I might send you over to Europe. So you know what? Just because I want to. I have so many family members. I might as well just have a governor in every city of this bit. Where I will deal with you as well, Captain Adkborg. Right, make your way to Cirta. I'll have a ship waiting for you to head north. I'm going to try and hope that Romans don't suddenly murder you on the way. Right. Construction report. Lemonum has a city barracks, Tingi elite cavalry stables, and Mediolanium a shrine to Baal. Good. Right. Get that shrine upgraded to a temple now. And we have troops to retrain, don't we? Did I forget to retrain these? Oh well. Look. They're not too badly wounded, so you know what? If there's nothing for you to merge with, actually, you little lost Poeni infantry, it's alright. I still have more than enough troops to take the enemy on with. So, Gnaea Cicera, I mean, yeah, he's a kind of a war dog thing. It's got a lot of Praetorian cavalry, however. That's basically like dealing with like 3 massive generals' bodyguards. They're not going to be easy to take down, but... Oh, by the way, Yutpan became Conqueror. He's now achieved Caelius' rank. That's good. That's good. A conquering hero now. If you kill a man, you're a murderer. Kill many and you're a hero. Kill them all and you're a conqueror. Nice way to rip Red Alert 1 right. We'll get you into battle soon. Right, anyway, recruit report. Parma some Libyans, Corduba some peasants, Carthage some Poenis, Asturica some peasants, Tinky some sacred band, la 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 la, and cool stuff like that. Right. Now the problem with selling forth out of Mediolanium is going to be I need my onagers, and my onagers probably don't do the whole walking out of gates thing. And given how tall the walls are, that's going to make me getting out of the city really hard. By the way, Greeks are at peace with the Britannians, so that means that's probably a less likely chance of the Britannians attacking me. But on paper, we still outmatch these guys, so... we give it a really good go. We might just overcome. So, you know what? Yutpan, prepare your forces to sally forth, because I'm not just going to sit around and let him siege us. If we take him down, we can swiftly advance on Patavium. And there's Numius Naskia, by the way. What was I calling the last episode? I kept getting his name wrong. I think I kept calling him Nero or something. Right. Anyway. Take down Gnaea Cicera. Prove to me you're not just a conqueror, you're a defender. Anyway, I outnumber him by over 1,000 men, but strength ratio is 1-to-1 because he does have quite powerful cavalry. However, he only has 2 units of it. He does, however, have heavy artillery and pretty tough infantry. A lot of war dogs as well, but to be honest, war dogs usually don't seem to give me too much of a problem anymore. As long as a swift cavalry strike puts them out of their misery, we're usually okay. So we'll fight this one on the battle map, and we'll see how this one plays out. Remember, against danger, it pays to be prepared. Something in the Scipii I weren't very prepared for. Many weren't prepared for my assassin in the night.
Await my orders.
Okay, let's have a little look at this one then. So the Julii are over here, but to be honest, that doesn't really mean anything to me because I will move. Got a lot of troops in the area, and the walls are so tall that my onagers are going to be quite ineffective. I'm going to predict the Julii will go this way, so I want the onagers here, but look, they won't be able to fire high enough. Right, onagers, I'm going to put you here, and hopefully you should be able to try and get some shots out from there. We'll see how it plays out, but I do want my onagers helping, because they're good. The other thing is, I can't get them out of the city, which really irritates me in this game, because, yeah, I need onagers. And look, you can clearly fit them through the gates, and they must get out somehow when I send them out campaigning, so I don't know what this game's going on about sometimes. Right, Poenis, you are my main line. Now, the enemy does actually have artillery, so they might try and bust their way into the city. The Julii have done that before, but whether or not they do, and actually it was the Brutii who tried that, but whether or not they do is an entirely different question, so for now we'll leave them be. Slingers, before we march out, we're going to put some of you on the walls. Now, just because I can't predict which direction the Julii are going to go, I'm going to do you in groups of 2, so 2 of you will be there, and the other 2 of you will be over here, and that should keep us on tabs of where the Julii move, and if it comes too close, you know what to do. Right, long shield cavalry, you are going to be one formation together, so just put you over here and put you like so. Yutpan, the Conqueror, and the lovely Sacred Band cavalry, you're going to be over there. Spanish mercs, you are general infantry support, so you're going to try and get around the flanks and stuff. You do have your pilums, so we will freely fire them into the enemy's faces. There we go. Iberians, yeah, you're here to help as well. And skirmishers, I'm going to put them on the gatehouse for now. Right. Let's see what we can do. Okay, first things first, onagers, I want your fire arrows enabled, and it looks like you can't hit anything from here. I don't exactly know the entirety of their operational range, but it looks like we're going to go this way. So, onagers, I want you to position yourselves here. We'll use that as our launch pad. Slingers, who are over here, by the way, make your way over here. And skirmishers, could you do the same thing as well, please? There we go. Right. So everyone knows where we're going. Enemy's going to actually set up their position here. So you know what? Onagers. If I put you here, they might just be able to fire over the walls from there, and that might work. Cavalry, just in case where it all goes wrong, I'm just going to pull you back over here. And they're not going to stand close enough for my lovely, amazing ranged troops to be effective. So, slingers, we'll just get you down now. So, if you just like to make your way down there, just cluster up or whatever. Skirmishers, not much use for you either. So, you could just come down there and just await further orders. Right, so we're just going to wait on these onagers to get into position, and then, oh look, lovely snow. Yes, it is because it is winter, isn't it? Right, you get moving, onagers. You're the ones who are going to be carrying this battle today, since I cannot move you outside the city, which is really, really frustrating. By the way, someone has positioned themselves too close to a stupid gate. Right, and I did try to move one of my onagers out, by the way, just to see if he would actually obey and go out the gates, but he won't. He will just stay still. Right. He stood too close to get you guys. Right, well done, you guys. Right, let them get wrecked by the tower, which is full of ballistas. Like it's like got the fabled only accurate ballista in the world. This, and I guess it's because it's a tower. It just has, you know, such an absurd elevation advantage. It just works. Because usually whenever you use ballistas in this game, they very, very, very rarely hit, as in they never hit. Still, we'll let that do what it wants to do. Right, onagers are now getting into position, so we'll just let them finish getting into position. Julii are going to try and move a little closer. Onagers seem to have little to no interest in assaulting the walls, even though I think a pair of heavy onagers might just be enough to take on my walls, but whatever. Right. So now you're in position, and I'm praying this will work. I want you to try and hit that early legionary cohort. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I just want to see if it's something we can do. Because if we could do a strategy of just blasting them to bits with artillery, then, well, why not blast them to bits with artillery? Make my life easier, especially if we could try to take out some of the Praetorian cavalry or their tougher infantry. Just something, you know, just one less thing for my troops to worry about. Right. So we're all lining up now, or trying to line up, because some people can't park, like considerate members of society. Got a few trying to income as well, right. Target whoever's incoming first. They're trying to get close to the walls, and look, right, you. Look, position your honour just slightly further forward, and you might not be having this issue, will you? There, right. Okay, try and hit that Praetorian cohort. Right, we've got them both now technically saying they're going to start firing. However, no one seems interested in doing any firing, so I'm suspecting now it's actually just a waste of time trying to get these things to work, because let's face it, they never do anyway. What is the point of using artillery to defend your cities in this game? Like, seriously? Okay, right, artillery ain't going to do it, so we're all going to just march out and we're going to take them on the good old-fashioned way, even though I could just let them keep walking up to walls and get blasted by them, which I'm tempted to do actually, because here they come again. Right, we're getting a little smarter now. Okay, Poetes, I want to form a line outside the city gates, man. So we're going to form our line here. Just about 3 there. There we go. Right, forming a line here. There is a gaping weakness in the middle, I am aware. So Spanish mercenaries, I want you there, showing it up alongside the Iberian infantry. Slingers, Just going to get you all in a formation as well. You're the front because you're slingers. Except you can't group up like that. Right, there we go. Right. Now everyone has a purpose. The Julii are desperately moving around looking for a way to upset me, but that ain't going to work. Right. Long shield cavalry, we're going to position over here, by the way. And then Yukpan and his cohort, we're going to position over here. Right. Getting better now. Everyone knows where we need to be. Onagers, I still don't understand why you can't leave with city walls. It's honestly the most annoying thing in the world, except maybe they can now. Alright. If they can get out of the city gates, then there might be a use for them. It's like now they've just suddenly started to listen. So if we can get them out, then that's going to make my life so much easier, because the artillery, in a way, is pivotal to my winning strategy here. As in, it's going to get me victory, because if I can wear down some units with artillery, then it's less for me to worry about at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I've got everyone sallying forth out of the city now. Taking their time over it because I kind of sent everything out at once. We are getting congestion. Looks like the first enemy unit's coming over to greet us as well. Unit of legionary cohorts. Right, that's alright. We can deal with a unit of legionary cohorts. Let them approach. They might choose to turn tail anyway. Still, you're the closest Pawani infantry to respond, even if you are the weakest one, so position yourselves to engage. Or face the wrong way. It's up to you, really. Come on. Into formation. Right, took a bit of flak off that pilum there. Right, move in, engage, do what you can. I'm not expecting a lot out of this unit. It's the weakest and smallest unit we have, and it couldn't even put its spears down, so that's probably a reason why it died so much in the last battle. Right, need a unit of Spanish mercenaries to provide assistance. Right, you. While they're engaging these guys, because their morale is dipping, and their numbers aren't really doing much better either, try and get round the back and just keep them busy while the rest of the troops are getting into formation. Onagers, are we leaving the city? We're not leaving the city, are we? You were teasing me, weren't you? You were honestly trying to tease me, weren't you? And if you were trying to do that, then fuck you. Right. Did lose some Poetes. Skirt slingers, can we not just bumble around near enemy units? Just go over there for now. Right, you guys, get in there and engage. That small unit of Pawnee infantry, by the way, is actually really giving it an effort. It's doing everything it can to avoid being killed. But my units are still marching out of the city too messy. But then again, it's just getting out of these stupid gates. That's the issue. Right, General, let's just be careful. I know what the Julii are doing. They're just trying to keep me off balance by sending out a small unit just to distract me. So the Spanish mercenaries are doing what they can to try and keep their attention focused on something else that isn't going to absolutely eviscerate my army. So, right, slingers, go over there. I don't know why one of you has decided to advance in a column formation, by the way. But if I don't, yeah, I just don't know why. It's really annoying. Right, General, looks like we've got some urban cohorts potentially incoming, so I want you to have your eye on them. It looks like they're not going to come over just yet. Onagers, are you going to attempt to leave a city, or are you just honestly going to just try and fuck me over today? Because seriously, you are just not trying now, and it's really frustrating me. Right, skirmishers, need you out here. You're going to be useful to my plans, so get out here and just do what you need to do. Sacred Band Cavalry find themselves engaging as well, because everyone's just marching out in whatever fucking direction they want right now. So Sacred Band Cavalry, just try and help, please. Just get there we go, got them routed. Right, good. Alright, return to formation, and now we're going to wait for the rest of my troops to get into formation as well. So Poenes, if we could please get into formation now, except there's like very few of us, so just get there, get into formation, and await further orders, please. Spanish mercs, regain your formation as well, please. Right, everyone knows where I want to be. Enemy artillery is opening fire on us, though, so we can't be too slow now, lads. So let's all get out of the city really quickly now. Come on. There's nearly everyone out of the city, except for the loser artillery, who just doesn't want to play. Seriously, you guys fucking suck. Right. I mean, they can't even hit anything. I'm going to try and give them an attack order just to see what they can do, but honestly, I don't trust them to do anything properly. Right. Slingers. And oh, they're launching fire arrows. Christ, that was not good. Right, guys, we got to get moving. If they're going to start whomping us with fire arrows, we got a close distance on them. Right. So I'm going to bring my slingers in now. Get them to start doing some initial skirmishing fire just to harass the enemy. So I want them to... Ooh, damn it, that hit my mercenaries. Right. You lot, get over there. Got a lot of war dogs defending the area though, so that's what's going to make life hard for us. Right, we're going to try and lead some of the enemy off on a merry chase. So try and start peeling around the flank and see what you can do. Poennies, your line is more or less complete now, so I want you to bring your line forward quickly. Artillery is now focusing on the cavalry. Good. We'll have a very hard time trying to hit a moving target. If we keep moving around as well, we might just get the attention of the general and keep him busy as well. Right, slingers, why are you skirmishing away from a target that's nowhere near you, by the way? Come on. You got a man up here. Hit the enemy as hard as you can. Some cavalry auxiliary in the area eyeing us up as well, but that's alright. Cavalry auxiliary can be dealt with, right? Keep trying to get around the back, general. Long shield cavalry, I want you to try and get to a point where we could try and get you on an intercept course with those cavalry auxiliary, right? Slingers are launching off their first few rocks, by the way. We are getting a few hits. Probably not going to get too many hits because the majority of the enemies are quite strong. Artillery is readjusting its position, so I think we've got its attention. We have also got the attention of a Praetorian cavalry who are going to absolutely eviscerate my units. Alright, Sacred Band, this is sacrificial, but keep him busy. Buy enough time for my general to get in there and disable the artillery. These guys aren't going to last at all, right? Just let the general get his stuff done, right? Sacred Band cavalry, retreat back to my main line if you can. Right. Poennies. Because I don't have the time now, because my slingers just simply aren't trying today. I need to adjust your line over here. You two get in there and attack those cavalry auxiliary. General, focus fire on the artillery. Don't worry about anything else, because right now my Sacred Band cavalry have gone down. The Praetorian cavalry's on your tail, but you guys are going too slow. Come on, you Pan. I thought you were a conqueror, not a lollygagger. Come on. Probably those stupid war dogs on his tail. Right. Hit the artillery. We've got it distracted. Good. Right, guys. Come on. I don't know why we're advancing in whatever direction we feel like today, but we've got to advance in the direction of the enemy, so come on. Turn, face, get some kills. Don't make basic errors now. Right, we've got those urban cohorts under attack now. That Praetorian cavalry is getting ready to hit us. Artillery right now, we've got that. Yeah, we've worn that down. Right, you guys, hit those slingers. I mean, not hit the slingers, but you know. Slingers, slug that cavalry with some stones. I've got the long shield cavalry trying to advance on the flank because right now we are not doing well. Okay, rest of my infantry, I need you up here now and helping because that Praetorian cavalry is about to absolutely destroy the Poennies. And yes, by the way, Praetorian cavalry are extremely overpowered in this game. Even though this game likes to bullshit you into thinking Rome has weak cavalry, it doesn't. Right, try and hit the Praetorians. Just hit whatever you can. It's just those guys are extremely tough. I mean, we need to try and hit the infantry, really. Get the infantry out of here. Then we can focus all our efforts onto cavalry. I don't have enough spearmen to deal with this. I don't know where the enemy general's gone, by the way. That's never a good sign if you've lost track of where the enemy general's fucked off to. He's there, actually. Right. Right, slingers. Slug him. He's right there. A well-aimed stone is probably going to absolutely destroy him. Nearly got him. Right, Pan, get out of there. You're in an engagement. You're losing. I don't want to lose you right now. You lot keep advancing in. Iberian infantry, get in there. Provide support to the Poennies because right now they are very embattled. Poennies, turn, face, hit what you can. Right, Pan, where are you? General's trying to make a getaway, or at least he's following you. Good. You outnumber him, kill him. Right. Rest of the cavalry, try and deal with us. Try and deal with those stragglers. More that annoying cavalry Scot coming in. Right, he's down. Good. Good.
end to a
All isn't lost yet. Right, slingers, get in there and provide help. Right, Poenis, get back here. You need to do your part now. We need to find a way of bringing down all that cavalry, because right now that cavalry is just causing us no end of problems. Right, try and hit him. Spanish smirks. This is your chance to shine now. I need you to get in there. I need you to hit with whatever you can. Slingers are just now showing some nice bravery in the field. I've got some incoming though, so cavalry, I want you to try and provide them with some relief. Said he's sounded a retreat order. Good. The enemy's pulling out. He knows he's lost. And that's what I admire in an enemy, when he knows he's beaten. So I try to do the same thing, except I don't. Usually leave it till it's too late, but either way, take down whatever's left now. The enemy's trying to escape. Let's see that they don't escape. And by the way, that was a good pill and volley there. We just absolutely wiped that unit, Praetorian cavalry. Victory is ours once more. Let's just chase down whatever's left. Right, slingers, get your stones in there, get your swords in there, get whatever you can in there. Either way, we've got an enemy on the run, and therefore we must treat them accordingly. Still, we are quite badly bloodied at this battle. We'll have to retrain before we make our advance on Batavium. Either way, the gate is open for us to advance in now. Right, get moving, you lot. Come on. Move it, move it, move it, move it. You got to do it as fast as you can. I think that was a good victory, by the way, today. Not my best strategies in the world. I think I made a few errors there, but you know what? Did manage to take down a lot of Praetorian cavalry, and those guys ain't cheap, so at least I can make the Julii's economists weep. Kill them all. I have a policy of killing all Julii I encounter, to see that they're all killed. Looks like some managed to escape though. Well, at least this guy did. Still, he's not the general, so he's dead. Canaeus Cicero finds himself a dead man, just like Spurius Scalova, the deadest of the dead man, the last man trying to hold the Scipii together, now with no ruling family. His empire, his little holdings have all collapsed, just to infighting and gladiators. How bloody tragic. Alright guys, you don't need to be slow, get in there. Just slaughter him. Got a few more running away as well that we seem to have missed, but alright. He's just going to try and avoid us. Come on guys, you know what you're doing. Kill him. Don't need to fanny about him. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, it's all your... No, Yupan, what are you doing? Did your sense of direction just suddenly go doolally? You're like a pigeon on crack. Come on. Get in there. Finish the job properly now. No weaving, no fancy tactics. Just go up there. Right, you've lost him now. Well, that was your fault for being absolutely foolish with your movement now. I don't know what you were trying to think.
Your soldiers have brought you a great and deserved...
Still, a heroic victory, a crushing victory. Good. Yupan holds on to his conquests, but he loses 1,000 men in the process. I think I had a few too many losses there. But then again, that cavalry was hitting us really hard, and if I'm honest, I haven't quite worked out how to counter these guys yet. I think if the enemy had carried on the way they were going, they would have won. Yet he chose to retreat after the death of his general, so that played in our favour quite a bit. Still, victory is ours. Another enemy general lies dead, and his army is routed out of the map. Good. Still, I will take that victory, and I will also now have to retrain as many... You don't get retrained, you stupid onager, by the way. You don't deserve it. Retrain whatever we can, and then we can try and focus on getting onto our next stage. So also repair the walls if they were damaged. We will, but actually there's stuff we could build, but we're going to look at what we can build next time. Because you know what, I do want to call that an episode there, because... yeah, we did that today, so so what did we achieve this episode? Well, we all know what we achieved. One of the Roman families is gone forever. Gone. Zip, bang, boom, busted. Scipii are no more. One less thorn in my side, and now we find ourselves dealing only with the Brutii and the Julii. I suspect the Julii will be the next to fall to me. The Brutii, being my greatest enemy, will be the last, while we will have a prolonged and bloody campaign in Sicily. Still, I look forward to engaging them on the fields and taking that entire island for myself like it rightfully was so long ago. But that is where we are going to call it a day, so I hope you've enjoyed, and next time, the campaign in Sicily, and we'll start making designs on Batavium. See you there, my friends.